Did I eat this week? No. Did I sleep this week? No. Did I do anything besides crocheting this week? No. Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dana, aka Blondie Knots here on YouTube. And boy, do I have a video for you today. So this is actually going to be a part 2 video. It is a crochet challenge, and essentially all I'm going to be doing is seeing how many crochet tapestry pieces I can make in a week. As I mentioned, this is a part 2, so I will link the first part here in case you are interested in checking that one out. But basically my timeline for this video is I'm going to be starting on a Monday, and I'm going to run this until Saturday-ish. I'm hoping not much later than that because this video does have to come out on a Monday today. I thought really quick I would give you a rundown of kind of what I'm thinking about making this week. I did make a little bit of a spreadsheet here so you have kind of a visual, if you will, of what my plan is for this week. This is tentative. Of course, I'd love to be able to get to all these, but we'll kind of have to see where the week takes us and how it all ends up working out. I will go into more detail about each pattern as they come up and as we work them through the week, but kind of to give you the lay of the land a little bit. 3 of the 4 pattern designers that we'll be working with this week, I chat with on a semi-regular basis on Instagram, and I know that they're fantastic designers, so I'm really excited to make their work again. Our first crochet designer is going to be Lakza Crochet, who we are going to attempt to make 3 of her patterns this week. I have made many a pattern by her, and she is a fabulous designer. She makes a lot of American traditional styled pieces, which if you've been here a while, you know that is one of my most favorite styles. So I tend to gravitate towards her work a lot. I am very familiar with the way she writes patterns, and so I know that these are going to be great patterns. I'm very excited to jump into those. Our next pattern designer is going to be CrochetorCry, another pattern designer who I have worked many of her patterns in the past. This is the one we will be working up this week. I'm especially excited for this one because this is a newer pattern she released, and I have been chomping at the bit to get my hands on it and get working on it, so I thought this was the perfect week to do that. The third pattern designer that I communicate with quite regularly is going to be Cody Crochets, and while I communicate with Cody on a regular basis, I've never actually made a pattern by him, so I'm really excited to get into this pattern that he's made and be able to work something up of his. I am extremely confident that this pattern will be very easy to follow and written very well, so I'm excited about that. And lastly, we have one pattern by KnotstotheWall. This is a pattern designer I'm not really familiar with, but I found this tapestry piece to be so unique and so fun, and it's actually a pattern that I have purchased a while ago and just, again, waiting to have the perfect opportunity to work it. So what better time to work it than while we're doing a crochet tapestry challenge? So this is a tall order. Again, I don't know that we'll get to all these, but like I said, this is just kind of my rough sketch. We'll have to see where the week brings us. That's the fun part about these, is they're my challenges, I make the rules. But I did want to mention one more thing very quickly, just in case anyone's going to ask. I'm going to be using a 4mm crochet hook for all these projects across the board, regardless of what the pattern suggests hook sizes are. And I will be using all Big Twist value yarn. It is an acrylic yarn. The only one that won't be Big Twist is actually going to be my white background color that you'll see very commonly through each of these patterns, and that one I use Lion Brand Pound of Love in the color Antique White. So those are my tools across the board, very simple and just my comfortable go-tos for sure. If you are new to crochet tapestry, or you feel you might want to dip your toes in crochet tapestry, I will also link down below my beginner's guide to starting crochet tapestry. It's on all the things you would need to know as a beginner, how to get it started. We'll also walk through a pattern, where you can find crochet patterns, all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that, I'll definitely have that down below. But anyways, all that out of the way, I think you get the idea for this video. So we are gonna start off with the Salty Fish by KnotstotheWall. We're just gonna hop right into this video. Before we get started, let's take a quick moment of silence for my wrist this week. Okay, and with that, let's jump into Monday and get this week going. Hello guys, well, here we are again, same concept, different couch this time, but we are starting, well, me. It is Monday, and I have started my first tapestry of the week. I feel like I kind of got a late start. It's about 3:45 right now. I am this far on the first tapestry I have. The fish is almost completed, I believe. There's only 49 rows in this pattern, so this pattern is a little bit shorter in the sense it's only 49 rows, but it is 116 stitches across, so you can tell it's very much a wide pattern, which is fine. I think I have a good place for this in my craft room, so I'm excited. I like the colors I picked. I don't usually go for such a blue like this, but I did have some blue scrap yarn, so I'm just using that up right now, which is awesome. I think I'm about to get into the lettering here. I had quite a time with the frequent color change to get the scales. I knew that was going to be annoying and a little bit tedious because this is just something I don't prefer to do, but I did of course like this pattern, so that's why I'm doing it. But I just thought I'd get it out of the way first while I still have some patience and all that stuff. So that was my thought process. That's how I am doing with this one. Luckily, I definitely think we'll have this finished within the next couple hours and then we can start on the second one. But yeah, just wanted to update you. That's how far we are on this right now. Overall though, I think even with the annoying color change so far, this has been a great pattern. Luckily too, you don't color change for that much of the pattern, so it's just about over now, which is great. I think if this fish was any taller, it would have got a little bit too tedious and annoying, but I think this was the perfect amount. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna keep working on this. I'll update you when I have this finished. Hello everyone. So it is the next day. It is Tuesday now, and yesterday, if I'm being honest, I kind of had a bad day. Just was feeling a little bit anxious, not really feeling myself, and I didn't very much feel like doing much of anything, but I at least wanted to let you know that I did in fact get this done at least. Not a lot of work for the first day of the tapestry project. A little bit disappointed, but sometimes that's really just how it works out. So anyway, yeah, we have it done. Update on the piece. First of all, I think it's adorable. We'll have to block it still, so don't mind that part of it. But I definitely can say after I got past all the scales and stuff, the part that I told you was gonna be annoying, it was. But once I got past that, doing the salty part was very easy, and then it was finished. So yeah, cute little piece. Anyway, that was the first one. So now we are going to stick to the theme of under the sea, and we're going to do the mermaid next. Mermaid siren. I'm not exactly sure what she is. I think she's actually considered a mermaid. Yeah, mermaid in this piece. Okay, so we're gonna do the mermaid next. The reason I'm going to do her next is because she's got the same song and dance with the scales, and I anticipate those being a little bit tedious again, probably even more so in this one. So that's why I just want to kind of knock this one out of the way, and then that way hopefully we can kind of cruise through the next ones. That's the plan. I don't have much to report back on mermaid as of now, but I just wanted to let you know that's what we're going into. I'm going to go with the black and white. I love how it looks in black and white. I was originally honestly thinking green and white, and the more I thought about it, I was like, oh wait, that's Starbucks. Ooh. So we're not doing green and white, although that was kind of my original plan. And then honestly, if we didn't use blue for this salty one, I probably would have used blue to just incorporate some like water element almost to it or something. But the black and white is classic. We're gonna go for black and white. Like I said, haven't started any part of the mermaid yet, so we're just gonna hop right into it today and get going on this. We're starting a little bit later than I'd like to, but I had to get up and, you know, get all my other things done before I could sit down and really crank this out today. Let's see how far we get today. I will update you as I go, how I'm feeling about it, all that. Wish me luck. We're gonna start off. This one's pretty hefty. I think we have about 130 rows for this one. So kind of a long one, but we should be okay. I think we can do it. Okay guys, good news, bad news. Good news is I'm comfy cozy because it is later in the day. I had to break again to make dinner, work out, you know, all those things. But bad news is we are only at the halfway mark, almost 2 rows away from the halfway point. This is what it looks like right now. So you can tell we finally split off the body and the fin. Fin's gonna go this way, her head's gonna go over here. Still have a little bit of sunlight. I do have a big light here. You can't see it, but I have this because I can just not simply see this black yarn at all in any slight darkness. The goal is still to finish this piece today. we'll see. It is 7:50 right now, so we're gonna keep going. Just a little time check for you. I will check in either before I go to bed or once I finish the piece, whichever of those comes first. And I'll let you know how much further I get. I really do hope I finish it. I feel like I'm starting to get in the groove now. I found my pace, I found my rhythm again. I feel like I've been a little bit rusty since my last tapestry video, but I don't have much more time to talk. I'm gonna get back to working and I'll catch up with you guys, like I said, before bed or when I finish it. We'll see which one it is. Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday. Still here. Still working on the mermaid you saw last night. I worked about 10 more rows this morning before I came on camera. So we are working the seashell cups now. We have some hair done. Very good. Definitely have to get this done today. You know, we might have to stay up late, put in a couple more hours, all that stuff. I really didn't even stay up late last night, considering this was my week's video. Like last time I did this video, I think I stayed up till at least midnight, if not 1 or 2 sometimes even. So we might have to put in a couple of late nights coming up, but we're gonna do this and then hopefully move on to the next one. I'm ready for the next one already, but yeah, on row 70 of, I forget how many I said. I know it's over 100 though. So we're over halfway. That's pretty good. Feeling good today, feeling pretty motivated and just ready to get going. So I'm gonna start working. Hopefully I'll have an update for you sooner rather than later. Well guys, another day, another tapestry. Here we are. We finished the mermaid last night. Oh my goodness, thank God. It was probably 12:30 or so when I finally finished her. I'll grab it in a second to show you, but right now I'm working on my next pattern, and I did take a break yesterday from the mermaid to film a crochet and chat video. So that is up if you want to go catch that video afterwards. Just talk about fun stuff over there, crochet related things, whatever. But this is about the progress I have now, and I also did work on some of it this morning a little bit, and then I was like, oh, I need to catch up with you guys. So yes, here's where we are now. Probably over halfway done. I can't remember what row I'm on. Yeah, we're over halfway at this point. This has been a fun one because, you know, obviously it's half the size of what we were working on. And I can honestly say that I am just having a good time on a simpler pattern right now. So we're gonna do this one, then we're gonna do the wildflower one next by CrochetorCry. And then we need to make a decision on which direction we're gonna go with our next tapestry. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to the panther. I'm like, can I do that in 2 days, or is it gonna take me 3 days? And I don't have 3 days. So that's what I'm trying to decide now. If I can get these both done today, Thursday, or at least very close to it, I think I can still do the panther. But if not, I'll have to pivot. So I'll have to update you guys in a little bit on how I'm feeling about that. But that's all I wanted to say, is that I'm working on that cute little playing card. I was telling the crochet and chat video that this particular pattern, I was so surprised it was working like top down, because when I started it with them, I only had about this much done, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never worked a tapestry pattern top down. How interesting. And then I started working the club and realized, like, you know, obviously playing cards can go the other way too. So I'm working bottom up, normal, easy peasy tapestry work. But yeah, I needed something to work on while I was doing the crochet and chat with a friend, because I cannot focus on that kind of a tapestry pattern and do a crochet and chat at the same time. It's just not possible. But let's move over really quick before I get back to work on this, so I can show you the mermaid and where we're at with her. Well, we're finished with her, thank goodness. But this way you can at least see the final piece, since it did take me so long. I seriously underestimated the amount of time this was gonna take me, and I'm a little bit disappointed that it took me so long, but I'm giving myself a little bit of grace, because look how big this is. I'm gonna hold it up now so you can see. Are you kidding? This is huge. I was not thinking this was this big for some reason. In my little silly brain, this was a much smaller pattern. She's beautiful, we love her, but wow, did this take me a long time. And that's why I'm afraid I won't get to the panther. But yeah, it's done, and that's all I have to say about it at this point. Last night when I was working on it, I ended up working one of the wrong side rows 2 times in a row, and I got really messed up and I had to pull back, and I was so over it by the end, to be honest. It's a lovely pattern and I would have had a lot of fun with it if I could have like worked slowly on it, I think. Definitely an easy, relaxing pattern because of the only 2 colors, but just the sheer fact that I was trying to make this video where I make a bunch of pieces at once, it was stressing me out and giving me some anxiety, if I'm being honest. We'll see how much my wrist can take at the end of these 2 projects. That'll determine our path for moving forward. So that's the update right now. I'll definitely catch up with you once I finish the playing card and move to the wildflower pattern. That is the one I'm most excited for anyway, so I'll show you my color choice, all that good stuff. But as of Thursday morning, that's our update. Here we go. Yay, good news. Can report the Ace of Clubs is all finished. Super easy pattern, love it. Now we can go upstairs and we can pick out the colors for the wildflowers, get started on that. Feeling very motivated now that I have quite a bit done, so I'm so happy and ready to get working on the next one. Okay, so we're over here in my little yarn stash now to pick out the colors for this next project, which is by CrochetorCry the Wildflowers. And honestly, I'm gonna pop a picture of it on the screen here. Her color choice is so beautiful and so spot on to me that I'm going to try to replicate it as close as I can with the colors I have. I didn't want to buy any new colors for this video, so I'm going to see how close I can get to these colors. I can't tell if this outline color is like a dark green or a dark blue, so I'm just gonna do my best with what I have, like I said. And then this other blue-green color is a very unique shade. I don't know that I have anything similar, but let's take a look and see. So upon further review, I don't have anything as close to those colors as I would have liked to. I'm really trying to eat away at my yarn stash. So the pro to that is that I'm getting through it, but the con is that when I need certain colors, I don't have exact matches. The closest I can get is I can have the yellow and orange flowers be the same, which is great. So I'm going to use these 2 colors, just a basic orange and basic yellow. I have both in Big Twist. If I haven't mentioned already, I always use Big Twist for my tapestry projects. And then next, instead of that nice teal bluey color I have this like sage green, and I'm gonna use this for the teal. Hopefully that will look nice. And then I'm going to pair it with this color for the border. And if I hate that, like if it's too bright, I have this more olivey green. I'm just needing to make sure the olive is enough of a contrast against the sage, which on camera it's looking fine, but hopefully in real life it will translate the same. Yeah, I'll pick one of these as I go along, and then I'm just gonna use the same antique white I've been using by Lion Brand. Okay, so now I'm gonna take all these, go back downstairs and get working on the Wildflowers tapestry, and I will check in with you once I have a little bit of an update and some progress done. All right, guys, so I am 16 rows in as of now. I just have the first 2 colors going. I ended up going with that darker green because I was way too afraid of the army green not showing up. I've done something like that with sage green and army green, and it just never works out the way I want it to. Even though tonally speaking, I feel like the tones would have been better with the army green, but I think it looks okay because too, it is gonna be like the leaves of the flowers, so I think that part being this green will actually look nice. Thoughts on the color scheme, what do we think? It's kind of hard to tell because the lighting right now is a little funky. It's obviously much later in the evening, but I'm just gonna keep going. I just wanted to update you that I do have the foundation colors going, and all we have to do is add in the flower colors as we get closer to the top, but 17 rows in, this is where we're at. Hey there. So, is it 1:15 in the morning? Sure. But is the project also finished? Also sure. Yep, got it done. My commitment to stay on track is impeccable, if I do say. I think the color situation is okay. I'll show you better in like the final reveal what the colors look like because it's so dark that it's really hard to tell, but in my opinion, these two greens are way too different tones. This yellow is a little too bright and this orange is a little too light. So if everything was a little bit different, I think I'd love it. No, but it is a really cute pattern. Obviously worked up really fast. I did this in a matter of hours. It was really fun, easy, quick make, you know, not too wide and not too tall, just a cute little piece. I just need to decide if I want to hang the tassels off the bottom the way she did, but that'll be a thought for tomorrow's me. Tonight's me needs to hit the hay. I had to put my hair up because it was annoying me, and I am ready to take my makeup off. It's been on for so long and blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, I just really wanted to document the fact that we got both of those pieces done today, which I'm just very excited about. So playing cards checked off and this one's checked off, and that's it. And now we need to see where we go from here. So in the next clip, I'm sure I'll be explaining what we're doing and what route we'll be taking with this tapestry project. So I'll see you then. Well, happy Friday. So as you saw last night, we got the Wildflowers tapestry all finished and done. Awesome. That means we got 2 done yesterday, which was exactly what I needed to have happen. So I'm glad those are both out of the way and finished. Then as I was going to bed, I was trying to decide if I'm going to try to just do 2 more smaller patterns or if I should try for this big one that I originally had planned for. Since we're going to have to scrap the dagger completely. I don't know if I've talked about that yet, but the dagger definitely will not be able to get made in this video. So we're scrapping that. I was just thinking like, okay, am I going to try to do the panther like I planned, or am I going to try to do maybe 1 or 2 smaller pieces, not stress myself out so much, you know, all blah, 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 all those things. And my producers informed me that I will be going for the larger tapestry piece. So I did decide to go for the big one. I don't know why. I don't know why I do this to myself, but this is just who I am. And so now I'm determined to finish this in 2 days. I woke up early this morning and got started on it, so hopefully we'll get it done. This is where we are right now with it. Got a bit of progress here. We're only 40 rows in, but this is where we're at. So far so good, so far so easy, but this is probably the calm before the storm. I'm sure it's gonna heat up a little bit. It's going to definitely take a while, so I'm nervous. I'm really hoping that I gave myself enough time to get this done. If not, I'll just show you it as much done as I get it, but it would be really cool to have this finished in this video. So that is where we stand as of now. I just wanted to get you back up to speed after last night. I have not much time to waste, so I'm gonna get started on this pattern now. This one's about 170 rows or so, so it's quite a lot of rows, but I'm feeling good that I have 40 done already. We're just gonna keep working and see what happens, where we go, if we get there, and yeah, I'll keep you updated as we go along for the ride, but wish me luck. Also, just to give you a gauge on how much yarn I've used in this video, this is my Pound of Love skein, and this is all I have left of it. So I'm definitely gonna have to be making a trip to Joann to pick up another one, but I just thought I'd show you. This is all I have left of it. This didn't happen to me last video, so I must have done way more this video than last, but yeah, here we go. Okay, so I am back from yarn shopping and just have been working and cruising away. I feel like I'm going so much faster on this large pattern compared to the mermaid one. I think what is saving me right now, let me show you my progress. I started hiding the number row I was on because I think psychologically it's making me feel like it's going a lot faster, but this is how far we are now. So you can see we have some teeth, we've got a tongue going. It's looking pretty good. I will check my row after I tell you this really quick, but I think what's helping me go so fast is this pattern is symmetrical. So once you hit the middle here, it's the same on both sides. So I don't have to really look at the stitch count as much as I can just mirror what I've already just done on this side. That is helping me go significantly faster. Also, it's so bizarre because it's 4 p.m. right now and it looks like it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock outside because it's just so dark. It's been so dark this whole week, it's crazy. But anyway, so let me grand reveal what row we are on right now. I am about to start row 61. So that is really, really good. I've done 61 rows of this project already today, and I feel like that is significantly faster than I was working up the mermaid. So I'm starting to feel a little bit of relief. Still not fully in the clear yet, but I'm at least feeling a little bit better about it. I think I'm like fully in the swing and in the groove of doing tapestries. I know how earlier I said like I felt like I was starting to get in the groove, but now I like really feel like I'm in the groove. I'm past the point where I don't feel the hand strain and the hand pain anymore. I'm way past that point and now I'm just pushing forward to the end. I think the more I work up the face too, just the more excited I get to see what part is next. I mean, I know obviously what part comes next, but just to see it forming is really exciting. So there's our progress report. I think I'm going to break now to like make some dinner up and stuff like that. Just give my hands a little bit of a break. I have been doing some like hand and arm stretches in between a little bit, and then at night when I'm laying in bed I do them at 1 o'clock in the morning because that's just the kind of week this is. I thought something that would be fun is after I get done with all these patterns, at the end it tells you how many stitches of each color you've done. So I'm gonna add up all the stitches from all the patterns and give you a grand total of how many stitches I stitched this week, because I'm curious and maybe some of you would like to know too. So I will let you know that at the end of this video, which will be coming soon. I can't believe it's already Friday. I gotta stop talking because I am just wasting time, but I will catch up with you later tonight. Okay folks, we're gonna call it a night. We got a lot of progress today. Obviously the whole entire mouth is done and we're stopping at the nose here. Sorry, I'm being kind of quiet. It's almost midnight in the house, so I just want to kind of keep my voice down a little bit. I think this is a good place to stop for today. We got 80 rows done, right on, which means we just have to get 80 more done tomorrow. And then that will wrap up this video. So pretty good. I definitely think, considering like how fast I was flying through this, we'll be able to get this done tomorrow for sure. I'm not that tired, like I could definitely stay up later and keep working on this, but considering I got 4 hours of sleep last night, I'm going to call it here for my own sake. I think that's all I really have to say. I feel like I'm saying the same things over and over, so I will catch you tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, for our, hopefully, the last day of this challenge. What day is it anymore? It is Saturday today, our final day of this project. I'm determined to get this piece done today. You hear? I've been up early, you know the drill. It's like Groundhog Day. I'm saying the same things to you over and over, but I've been working. I thought I would wait until I got to kind of a fun update to show you kind of where I'm at, but got some eyeballs on. Oh, looks really cool in the viewfinder. Awesome. I'm obsessed with this piece. Again, like I said, the symmetry, it's just really helping me fly through this project. So I also thought I'd come on because I am on row 100. Approximately 60 rows to go. I'm very convinced I will have this piece finished today, and that's good. That's good. But really cut it down to the wire on this one, didn't we? Anyway, I'll probably finish this just off camera now. You guys know the drill, you know how it's been going. So I'm just gonna work on this until I'm fully done, and then I will see you in the reveal. We'll look at every piece all finished up. We'll talk about each piece. I'll give you my final thoughts and you can let me know your favorite then. All right, I will catch you later tomorrow at some point. That's that. Well guys, if you can even believe it, we made it to Sunday. It is Sunday, I will be honest. Spent the rest of Sunday morning finishing off this piece, but we'll get more into that in a second. But yeah, we made it, and I have 5 pieces to show for it. And I thought we could very quickly kind of go over my final thoughts on the pieces. I'll tell you a little more about what I think, and then we will finally finish out this video and I can go back to being a normal human being. So if you can even remember back to the beginning of the week now, we started off the week with this salty piece, and this was by KnotstotheWall. As I mentioned, this was my first time working with this pattern designer, and it came out exactly as I suspected it would. I am very pleased with the final product. I think it's a really cute size. I don't have any longer, shorter tapestry pieces like this, so I'm really happy to have something in a little bit different of a shape. I think the fish is so cute. Like I said, after I got past all this stuff, it worked up just so quickly. I did this in less than a day, and I love the color combo for this. It's just very nautical, and it's kind of exactly what I needed. I definitely would purchase from this pattern designer again, and I'm just really happy with this piece. I think it was a great way to start off our week on Monday. As you may remember, Tuesday and Wednesday, we worked on Miss Mermaid, and she took all of our time for those 2 days. Definitely, like I had mentioned, was not suspecting she would come out this large, but that was again an error on my side. I don't read the final measurements because I really don't care. I just go with the flow. But I think half of the reason she took me so long is just because there is, again, no symmetry with this piece. The one side is completely separate from the other. It's a very long piece. It obviously works up pretty high, and it just took a lot of work, but it was totally worth it. I think if I was working this piece just for fun and not on any kind of time constraint, I would have had a lot more fun working this piece. Lakza Crochet always puts out really fabulous designs, and this is absolutely no exception to the rule. I am so happy to have this piece done. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and it might be one of my favorites, to be honest. It's hard to pick this round because they're just all so wonderful. Make sure you tell me in the comments which one is your favorite. Also, something I get asked about a lot in my videos is like, show me the back, because everyone wants to see what the back of these pieces look like, and this one's actually pretty satisfying on the back, considering it's just the 2 colors. I think you can actually see her. I'm looking in the viewfinder. You can tell it's a mermaid even from the back, so this one's very even aesthetic from the back. So happy I made it, and I just think she's beautiful. I can't wait to find a place for her on my wall. All right, then we jump over to Thursday. And so our first piece for Thursday was by Cody Crochets, a very wonderful, simple pattern to work. This is so beginner friendly. So if you are considering getting into crochet tapestry, I would highly recommend a pattern like this to start off with, just to really kind of get your bearings and figure out your tension, how to color change, all that good stuff. But this piece just came out so cute. It was my first time, like I had mentioned, working a pattern by Cody Crochet, and I would highly recommend. We'll absolutely work one of his patterns again. The instructions were wonderful, very clear, easy to follow, everything you would want in a pattern. I also love that this is so customizable, the fact that you have 4 different suits you can choose from, and you can change the colors. I definitely have plans to make the other 3 suits, so I have a little collection of all 4 on my wall somewhere. I just think that'd be really fun, or if you had a game room or something like I was saying. But yeah, this piece was just so cute, easy, fun, and worked up really fast. So I would highly recommend giving this a try if you're looking, like I said, to start crochet tapestry, or if you just want a no-brainer project, my more experienced tapestry artists, this is for you for sure. Our second piece of Thursday, and one I'm so surprised we got finished, is this one. This is Wildflowers, and this is by CrochetorCry, one of my favorite pattern designers as well. And this is just stunning. There's like no other word for this piece but stunning. This was my first time doing the little tassels at the bottom. As you can see, I kind of variated the colors, so it kind of tied the whole piece together. Let me know if you like the color change, or if you think I should have done all white like she does in her pattern, but I just wanted to try something different and see kind of, you know, what would happen if I did so. Again, the colors, I'm kind of like so-so about my color choice, but I just love the flowers so much. It's such a little cutesy, dainty piece, it feels like to me. And even though this was a 5-color project, it worked up so fast. As you saw, we did this in one evening, which is crazy for 5 colors, but I think the size of it really helped us work it up quick, and it was just fun. I don't know how to explain it other than fun. I just had a really good time. Each row was so exciting to see the piece grow quickly. It's gonna look so cute in my room. I'm so excited to find a spot for this one as well. Again, could be fighting for my spot at first place. Just saying. And lastly, we have our Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning piece. This is it. This is my largest piece to date. I will step back really quick so you can see actually how big this is. Here it is in all its glory. There is just truly nothing to not love about this piece. This piece is just cool. Like plain and simple, the word to describe this piece is cool. I absolutely love it. I think that Lakza Crochet, as I have mentioned before, does an amazing job with especially American traditional style, and I think this is absolutely no exception to that. This piece is just so stunning. I don't know exactly where in my house this piece will fit, but it honestly doesn't even matter because of how freaking cool I think it is. As I mentioned, this is my largest crochet tapestry piece to date, so I am just so happy with it. I think that's like the only way I can describe it. And I think for this piece being my last piece of the week and not hating my life every step of the way, that says a lot about this piece. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I will just mention one more time that the symmetry of this piece just made it fly by so quickly. The fact that I could just work one side and then once I got to the halfway point to just copy it on the other side, I think is the only reason I was able to complete this piece in the time I had allotted. So yeah, another slay by Lakza Crochet. She always has such amazing designs. I think overall her pieces are just a lot larger in general. Just across the board, her designs seem to be bigger. So keep that in mind if you're trying to fit it in a certain space, but I'm just so proud of myself for getting such a big piece done in such a short amount of time. I will show you the back of this one too in case you're wondering. I don't have any backing on it yet, but here's what it looks like from behind. So actually, I'm looking in the viewfinder again. It still kind of looks pretty cool, to be honest. I would honestly have to say probably this is my favorite piece of the week just because of its sheer size and like wow factor, I think. Well guys, that is all I have for you this week for how much did I crochet in a week. I know it was only 5 pieces in the end, but I think due to the size of some of those pieces, I am pretty happy with myself and pretty impressed with getting all 5 of them done this week. Definitely don't forget to let me know your favorites down in the comments below. And oh, I did want to share with you guys, I did take the final stitch count for how many stitches I did this week, and the final number for how many single crochets I made in 1 week is 47,012. That was my final number. So that's it. That's all the crocheting I'm going to be doing this year. Bye! I'm just kidding, but it was a lot for 1 week. And so I just want to really reiterate that this is not a normal week of crochet for me, for anyone, I don't think. And while my wrist definitely suffered from it, I am happy I did it. It's always fun to kind of challenge yourself and just see how much you can get done in a week. And so I think that's exactly what we did. All these pieces were very clear instructions. I'm very impressed with each and every one of these pattern designers. Definitely give them a try. I have them all linked in the description box. I have the direct links to these patterns, and then I also have their Etsy shops linked as well. If you want to check out other patterns by them, I would highly recommend any and all of these designers. I think they all do a wonderful job of making a very easy to read, easy to follow pattern. Whether you are new to Crochet Tapestry or you're trying to just expand your realm of what you make from wearables, plushies, I think tapestry is such a beautiful form of crochet, and I still just don't think enough people talk about it. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I am just so passionate about Crochet Tapestry. I love everything about it. But that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and thank you so much if you made it this far. Don't forget to give this video a like if you liked it, guys. It helps me out so much when you like the video. Comment down below your favorite piece. If you want to try Crochet Tapestry, any of the above, I'd love to chat with you in the comments about that. Share this with your other crochet friends. And if you're new here, guys, don't forget to subscribe. I put out new videos every Monday and Thursdays, and we do all kinds of fun crochet things here. As always, guys, thank you so much for letting me take up a little bit of your time here on the internet today, and I will be seeing you next Monday in another video. Bye!